Trivialists, welcome to the program. We're about to begin a series of 27 questions, most of them multiple choice. Worldwide bragging rights for a whole week at stake. Anna, welcome to the table here. Glad to have you. And any news to report from Strawberry Hill or otherwise?
No, just hanging out, enjoying the mostly nice weather. It was really nice this weekend. CM Punk and I went to DC, and it was really hot, and it was awesome. It was nice to be out in the sunshine with like a heat wave going on.
Yeah, you got to use the sunscreen. You think, oh, it's early in the season, but you can get burned very easily at this time of year. And I think, oh, I had a hat on or whatever, but you really need to apply it liberally. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde too. You think March was bad. How about the temperature swings in April from 80? We're going to have it's going to be below freezing tomorrow night?
Tonight and tomorrow night.
So I know it was chilly this morning. I had to go, I mean, it's so much easier if you exercise outside in the winter. You got to put on all these layers. When it's 85, you throw on a t-shirt and shorts and boom, you're ready to go. So today I was going back to square one again. It was, I started out without a hat and gloves. I thought, I'm too cold. I got to get prepared. So Greg is here. Greg Weaver is here. Greg, anything new to report at the tavern or otherwise?
Well, Celtic Fest is coming up next weekend. This weekend is Second Friday. Come on down. Be a good time both weekends. Friday night and then Friday night and Saturday the following weekend. Other than that, pretty peaceful month.
All right. There you have it, the Celtic Fest. We already established there's no caber tossing on Route 15, so it'll be safety first, I'm sure, is the mantra. So keep that in mind. That's Friday and Saturday, like during the day as well on Saturday?
Yep, Saturday from 9 till 4.
Okay, thank you.
So.
I think you said that, so I apologize. Before I forget, let's thank our current banner sponsors, Adams County Community Foundation, Adams County Sports Hall of Fame, Adams County Trout Unlimited, Classic Antique Innovations, Destination Gettysburg, Exchange Club of Hanover, and Gettysburg Railway. We thank you one and all. You too could become a sponsor for just $80 a month, and you could have creative input to all our various programming. So give us a call at 717-334-3000, or contact us via the internet, communitymedia.net/sponsorship. So we'd love to hear from you. Also contact us in those two ways. Should you want to be a panelist and have you can appear by Zoom. So anyway, get ready. Anna, I know you've had some great finishes. Third 2 weeks ago, and you're of the put all your chips in the middle of the table at the end.
I am.
Seems like everybody's adapted that strategy. You almost need I mean, almost no lead is insurmountable with this option. So it's really, I think, increased interest. So generally people, I think we establish, was there a survey, or people were generally in favor of it, I think. So we're going to keep it going, right, Sean? It's not gambling, though, in case the FCC is tuning in. It's not gambling. It's just worldwide bragging rights at stake, and that's enough.
And the thing about the waging is you really kind of have to gauge your own or estimate your own knowledge of a topic. So I've gone back to before, if we have a sports question, I'm probably not going to wager much at all, if anything, just because I know so little. But if it's an environmental topic or a history topic, I'm probably going to be all in. So if
Insects.
Yeah.
What?
Disney,
yeah.
Yeah.
Disney princesses.
yeah.
This is a good, I play trivia two Thursday nights a month, and the question was, who was the first brown-haired Disney princess? And the choices were Ariel, Belle, or Moana.
Oh, it was Belle.
Belle, of course, yeah. I mean, Ariel has red hair. That's what I thought. Our team guessed Ariel, and I'm thinking, doesn't she have red hair? So when you have a team, sometimes you acquiesce.
Okay.
You're not you know, full conviction in your thinking and, but yeah, Moana was more recently, so Belle definitely the answer to that very fascinating question. We used to do, in the car with, my wife and two kids, Disney princesses A to Z. So you start Ariel, Belle, Cinderella, I don't know, you get the idea, right? There's gotta be a D there somewhere.
But you're not also including Ariel's other six sisters, even though
You know their
technically
names?
they all start with A.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
remember
that's
all of
true. If you can work your way around the alphabet 3 or 4 times, you're definitely gonna have an advantage with all those A's.
I guess D would be Daisy,
Who?
a Daisy, Princess Daisy, with Nintendo, with Mario.
Well, and
Super Mario, I heard that movie's not bad. Anybody see it?
I mean, technically, you could also call Jack Sparrow a Disney princess
Yeah.
if you really wanted to. I mean,
There's your J. Jafar? No. I don't know. Let's clean it up. Okay. Yeah, there should be a home version of the game. We'll play it. Let us know how it works out when you play it at home. Disney Princesses A to Z. Who would be Z? Zelda? Is there a Zelda? It's not Disney? Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
All right, so without further ado, it says we're beginning soon. Can we trust what we read? Great sound effect. All right, get ready for the run of your lives. Good luck, everyone. May the smartest one win with ease. Who is the only U.S. president to have applied for and been granted a patent? Rutherford B. Hayes, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Abraham Lincoln, or Thomas Jefferson?
Well, Jefferson crossbred plants, but I don't believe he got a patent for those.
Maybe that was before
I wanna say it
patents
was
were
Hayes.
required. I'm going to say Lincoln. Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Oh,
Let's find out more about that. Lincoln's patent number 6469 was granted in 1849 for a device designed to lift boats over shoals and obstructions in a river. The invention was never actually produced. Huh. Well, nobody got it right. We have a lot of players, though.
as of the 2020s, which of these female singers has achieved a Billboard #1 hit song for 7 decades in a row? Mariah Carey, Cher, Barbra Streisand, or Madonna? 7 decades in a row.
Yeah, I know. This is a repeat question I heard at another trivia event. I think it's Cher.
I was gonna say Cher or Barbra Streisand.
Well,
It's Cher. From I Got You Babe in 1965 to DJ Play a Christmas Song in 2023, Cher has achieved the incredible feat of having a #1 single on a Billboard chart in each of the past 7 decades.
I never heard of the DJ Play a Christmas Song. Have you?
No. WWE AJ Lead coming in at #1.
Which of these Hall of Fame NBA players was coached by fellow Hall of Famer UConn's Jim Calhoun? Kevin Garnett, Jason Kidd, Ray Allen, or Tracy McGrady? I'll give you a clue. He attended the championship game last night for UConn.
Is that a clue?
At one time, he was the leading three-point shooter in NBA history. Ray Allen.
Big shot against, when he was with the Miami Heat.
Yeah, Ray Allen was with, when LeBron played for the Heat, he was on that team, at least one of those teams. Jim Calhoun has molded many NBA players in the decades on the bench and was inducted into the Naismith Hall of Fame in 2005. One of his most successful disciples was 10-time NBA All-Star Ray Allen, who was also inducted into the Hall in 2018. Corey, second. Sports question, Greg Weaver, only 2 back of silver.
Which international airline is the world's largest purchaser of caviar? Lufthansa, Air France, KLM, or Scandinavian Airlines?
Who
I'm-
eats? Go ahead.
I'm going to go with Air France just because that seems like a French thing to do. But I'm not sure what KLM is. I guess, is that Korean?
Dutch. I'll say Scandinavian Airlines. The people say Scandinavian Airlines, they eat a lot of fish, but
Lufthansa, Germany. Yeah.
Lufthansa.
Lufthansa, the German airline, is the world's largest purchaser of caviar among international airlines. The carrier buys around 10 tons of caviar per year and serves the delicacy to its first-class passengers, which I've never flown, where luxury and exceptional service are key aspects of the experience. That's probably why I've never had caviar.
I've never had it either, nor have I really felt left out. What is the capital of New England state of Massachusetts? Salem, Boston, Plymouth, or Cambridge?
Okay, I know I should absolutely know this, and I'm drawing a complete blank. Is it
Salem?
Cambridge?
People say Boston. How could it not be Boston? It is
Oh, it is
Boston.
Boston, okay. Well, like when you say Philadelphia is the capital of Pennsylvania, but it's not.
Yeah. Boston is the capital city of Massachusetts, founded in 1630. It's one of the oldest cities in the U.S., known for its rich history. Boston is home to crucial landmarks of the American Revolution, like the Freedom Trail and the Boston Tea Party ships and museum.
Your biggest fan is climbing to second. Which of these was not one of the three original colors of the Trix cereal corn puffs? Yellow, blue, orange, or red?
Does the photograph help at all? It seems like all those four colors are in that bowl.
I'm going to go with orange because it's not a primary color.
I like that thinking.
And I was wrong.
It
CM
is
Punk got it.
blue.
General Mills introduced Trix cereal in 1954 with the three original colors, orange, orangey, lemon, yellow, and raspberry red. 5 more colors, including wild berry blue, were later added.
Greg Weaver, second. Tin Man surging into third. Double points. Which comic strip features a dog named Snowy? Dilbert, Archie Comics, Adventures of Tintin, or The Family Circus? All right, let's go process of elimination. I think, isn't Family Circus like dog or something stupid like that? I don't know Adventures of Tintin. No idea. The people say Adventures of Tintin, and that's the correct answer. So you could do it by process of elimination. What's Dilbert's dog's name? Snowy, a white fox terrier, is the loyal companion of Tintin, the young reporter and adventurer from the Adventures of Tintin, created by Belgian cartoonist Hergé. These beloved comics first appeared in 1929 and have become famed worldwide. I guess they never reached New Oxford, because I never heard of it. Ruby from Boston.
On the periodic table, which noble gas has the lowest atomic number? Helium, xenon, argon, or neon?
Chemists, this is right up your alley. You know a lot of science.
I want to say helium, but
I think it is helium.
it's been a
We can
while.
agree on that. And the people agree.
Say helium.
Don't we know our atomic numbers? Yes, we do.
Helium has an atomic number of 2, making it the second least dense element in the universe after hydrogen. Helium is known for its low relativity and is commonly used in balloons, blimps, and even as a cooling medium for nuclear reactors and MRI machines.
Tin Man seeking silver. Greg Weaver, third trophy. Don't count him out. What is the name of the brief meeting by players between free throw attempts created by UNC's Dean Smith? Technical talk-up, foul line huddle, and one meeting, free throw conference. I never heard this term before, but I would say foul line huddle, because that's what, they go in and shake hands. So probably a lot of people use that same analysis.
You are correct.
I thought free throw conference.
Well, did you ever hear that before? Dean Smith would
No.
relay messages to players as he lined up for a free throw. Then when the attempt was made, they'd give that info quickly to other players. The foul line huddle was adopted by every team across the game of basketball. I never heard it referred to that. It's kind of, you don't even think of it as a thing.
Yeah. During which war was the I Want You, Uncle Sam poster introduced? Revolutionary War, World War I, Korean War, or World War II? I feel like this is a very soft toss.
Uncle Sam Wants You,
Yeah.
the big one, World War II.
You can
Yeah.
kind of tell from the art style of
Yeah.
the poster. It's World War One.
World War One.
We're all wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. CM Punk got it right. The iconic I Want You for the U.S. Army Uncle Sam poster was created by artist James Montgomery Flagg in 1917. The poster was designed to recruit soldiers for the American Army, and over 4 million copies were printed during World War I. So CM Punk knew that, and I did not. Hats off to you.
He's seventh, seeking more. Which former U.S. president was once a radio play-by-play announcer for the Chicago Cubs? Gerald Ford, Harry Truman, Grover Cleveland, or Ronald Reagan? And they used to have a piece of wood, and they would go, and he hits the long line drive out into right center field. They would have these little sound effects. It was Reagan. Dutch. People knew it. Great face for radio? Oh, okay. In the 1930s, Ronald Reagan worked as a radio announcer for WHO in Des Moines, Iowa, where he provided play-by-play commentary for Chicago Cubs baseball games. Craig Weaver by 4. Schulfenstein on the rise.
Which American author used the stream of consciousness method of narration, method of narrative in his novels, The Sound of and the Fury, 1929, and As I Lay Dying, 1930? Faulkner, Steinbeck, James, or Crane?
It's Faulkner, but I never read any of his works. But
I never read any either.
yeah, Steinbeck is awesome, but it is Faulkner. Henry James, Stephen Crane wrote Badge of Courage.
Nobel Prize author William Faulkner pioneered the use of stream of consciousness in his novels, artfully capturing the fragmented nature of human thought. Faulkner's works often explored themes of Southern society and decay, using experimental narrative techniques, and so on. I'm not a big fan of the literary classics, except for a handful, which is shocking.
Whose 2013 song Rap God holds a Guinness World Record for containing the most words? Eminem, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, or Drake? I think I know this one too. A. People say Dr. Dre.
It's Eminem.
It's Eminem. Round the outside. Eminem's 2013 song Rap God holds the Guinness World Record. Most words in a hit single, 1,560 words, 6 minutes, 4 seconds in one particular segment. The rapper delivers 97 words in just 15 seconds. Wow. He could read these explanations very well. Greg Weaver by 23 points.
Which artist has achieved #1 hits as both a vocalist and as an instrumentalist? Herbie Hancock, Carlos Santana, Louis Armstrong, or Herb Alpert? I feel like this is a Santana.
Yeah, I don't think he sings, though. I'm going to say Louis Armstrong. I mean, Santana doesn't sing, you know, that's what the people say, Louis Armstrong, but it's Herb Alpert. He sings? I mean, Louis Armstrong played the trumpet. No, they didn't.
Yeah, Herb Alpert is the only artist to reach the top of the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart in both capacities. He achieved a #1 hit as a vocalist for the song This Guy's in Love with You in 1968. I've never heard that before.
Now I want to play it on my phone. Double points. Which of these is a critically endangered nocturnal bird endemic to New Zealand? Great Potu, Parotia, Hoatzin, or Kakapo?
Is the great patu the one that they call the ghost bird that,
It doesn't look like a bird, does it? It looks prehistoric kind of thing.
yeah.
Kakapo is the correct answer, or Po. Kakapo. Known as the heaviest parrot in the world, the kakapo is critically endangered, endemic to New Zealand. Incapable of flight, famed for its distinctive owl-like face, it was once widespread throughout New Zealand, but nearly went extinct due to hunting and the introduction of predators. Kind of like the dodo, except it's not quite there yet. Greg Weaver wants it. He's back in the flow.
What country was the origin of the self-defense system known as Krav Maga? Angola, Thailand, Israel, or Brazil?
Boy, what language does that sound like?
Is it Thailand?
I don't know. I'm going to say Israel, but we'll see. We'll soon find out and learn together. The people say Israel. It's Israel.
Most people got that too.
Yeah.
Krav Maga is a unique self-defense system that originated in Israel, originally taught to the Israeli military forces. It was developed by Imre Lichtenfeld in the 1930s. He utilized his background in wrestling, gymnastics, and boxing to create a new system. Interesting.
Tin Man back in the fight. Which of these food delivery apps was launched first? Grubhub, Postmates, Uber Eats, or DoorDash? You know what? I never heard of Postmates. Could that mean it's the correct answer? Don't overthink it. CM Punk is in the house, by the way, and he's doing quite well, I'm sure. He could be in it when it's all over.
I was going to say, I bet he knows the answer.
People say DoorDash. Grubhub is the answer. Is Postmates really a thing?
I vaguely recall hearing of it
Grubhub
once.
was founded long before its competitors in 2004, Postmates in 2011, DoorDash in 2013, Uber Eats in 2014. Postmates has been left in the dirt by those other companies. Greg Weaver by 147 points.
What Euro pop group had a top 10 hit in 1992 with the song Rhythm is a Dancer? Technotronic, CNC Music Factory, Snap, or Two Unlimited?
I don't know the answer to this.
Okay, well, now I'm second guessing myself, but I'm pretty sure it's CNC Music Factory.
Okay, I'll say Technotronic, just for, sake of argument.
Okay.
CNC Music Factory, say the people?
Oh.
No, it's Snap. That was a good snap.
CM Punk
CM.
totally knew that. Snap, a Euro pop group formed in Germany by producers Michael Munich and Luca Anzalotti, had a massive hit with the song Rhythm is a Dancer in 1992. The song topped the charts in multiple countries and remains an enduring dance anthem, often played at parties.
So it's real danceable.
Yeah.
I could dig it.
Which is why CM Punk loves it. He loves Euro pop.
Winner of the very first season of Blank, Richard Hash, was found guilty of failing to report the $1 million prize to the IRS. Survivor, Deal or No Deal, Amazing Race, or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I know the answer to this, and I've never watched the show. I can't say never, but it is Survivor, right?
I never
Almost
watched
everybody
it.
got it correct. He didn't report the $1 million prize to the IRS. Usually they take the tax right out of the amount. After a jury found him guilty of tax evasion, failing to report $1 million in earnings from 2000 to 2001, Season 1 Survivor winner Richard Hash was sentenced to 51 months in prison in May 2006 on an island or in a jail. Who knew?
In 1839, which publication featured the first English use of the initialism OK? The San Francisco Sentinel, the Philadelphia Inquirer, the Wall Street Journal, or the Boston Morning Post?
Now, OK stands for Old Kinderhook, which is the home of Martin Van Buren. So I would say Philadelphia Inquirer. Wall Street Journal is the choice of the people. Boston Morning Post. How about that?
The initialism okay was popularized from an editorial joke in the Boston Morning Post using all correct as a playful misspelling of all correct. It caught on quickly thereafter.
So much for my old Kinderhook theory. You thought I was making that up, didn't you?
I did, actually.
I wasn't. Greg Weaver. Wow. At what university did Coach Mike Krzyzewski serve as head coach for 42 years? UNC, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, Villanova, or Duke University? Soft toss, Corey, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
I was
would
there.
say
I
this
was a
is
Cameron
probably
crazy. I
soft toss.
missed Coach K by a couple years. It was Duke. Not everybody got it right. So there are some people, trivialists, who are not sports fans, that's for sure. You didn't get it right, CM? Coach K served as a Duke Blue Devils coach from 1980 to 22, 1,202 wins, 5 championships, and 13 Final Four appearances as a coach, all of which are NCAA records. I think John Wooden only had 11 Final Fours. Greg Weaver nailed it.
Teresa and Joe Goodies, thank you, of The Real Housewives of Blank fame each served 11 and 41 months respectively for income tax evasion. Atlanta, New Jersey, DC, or New York City?
Who watches these shows anyway?
I don't.
New Jersey, good guess. Because it's correct.
In July 2013, Teresa and Joe G, stars of Bravo's The Real Housewives of New Jersey, were indicted on 39 counts of fraud and tax charges. Teresa was sentenced to 15 months in prison, Joe to 41 months in prison, and the couple was ordered to pay how many millions?
4-point-some million, and he's going to be
lot.
deported to Italy when he gets out of jail. ICE will get a hold of him. What British musician was born in 1947 with the name Reginald Kenneth Dwight? Ringo Starr, David Bowie, Sting, or Elton John? I know this one too.
Is this D, Elton John?
Yes, it is. It is D. Elton John. Reggie?
Ringo Starr was Richard Starkey. That's the one that I knew.
I don't know David Bowie's real name. But what were the 4 words after take your protein pills and correct, Jordan? The English singer born Reggie changed his name to Elton John in 1972, chose his middle name Hercules after a horse in a British sitcom Steptoe and Son that he loved. He was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II in 1998. Sir Elton, to you. Everybody's what?
David Jones.
Oh, David.
Peter Rabbit and Benjamin Bunny are characters in classic children's novels by Beatrix Potter, Kenneth Grahame, Roald Dahl, or E.B. White. I love these books as a
At
kid.
least 100 years ago. It's A, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Most people got it right. Beatrix Potter.
English author Beatrix Potter is the creator of the delightful characters Peter Rabbit and Benjamin Bunny. Her stories, characterized by charming anthropomorphic animals and beautifully detailed illustrations, have enthralled generations of children. In this era of reclaiming
And
whimsy.
adults. I'm enthralled by it.
It's true.
Who was honored with the first Billboard Woman of the Year award in 2007? Ciara, Katy Perry, Beyonce, or Reba McEntire? I didn't even know there was such a award. Is this musician?
Yeah, I don't know the answer, but I would guess Beyonce,
Just, yeah.
but or maybe Reba.
Yeah, it's got to be Beyonce or Reba, right?
Wow.
Reba, dang it.
Reba.
Gambled and lost.
Huh. She had 2 different stints on a sitcom, right?
Yes.
Reba McEntire was honored with the Billboard's first Woman of the Year award because of her success as a recording artist, contributions, and leadership in the business. Ciara won the award in 2008, Beyonce in 2009, and Katy Perry in 2012. Wow. So they all won it, but who won it first was Reba.
What is the name of this character that comes in both an original and a Miss blank version?
You got to type it in.
Don't forget the dash.
Could that be disqualifying? No dash?
Yeah, this is kind of why I hate to type in, because it should be smart enough to,
I wonder if they give, that'll be interesting, if you just put without a dash, will they still give you full credit? Pac-Man, you don't need the dash, says Sean. Pac-Man, 82%.
let
Franny
everybody know.
and Jones, got each with 1 vote each. Okay, nice try. If you don't know the answer, make something up. Pac-Man, released in 1980, became a massive hit, was then modeled by many companies to have new features. Ms. Pac-Man was created by General Computer Corporation as a modification of the original game and then had its own sequel. Greg Weaver, insurmountable. Comes down to this, chips in.
Hawaii and volcanoes is a wager question. Yeah? Is her name
Volcanoes, it's spelled wrong. Does that change the whole nuance
Oh.
of?
I didn't know this, but the ghosts in Pac-Man all have different movement patterns. It's not just randomly bumping around. They each have their own personality and do their own path.
Hawaii Volcanoes National Park encompasses 2 active shield volcanoes, Mauna Loa and blank, Diamond Head, Kilauea, or Mauna Kea.
Okay, I think they're both on the main island, the big island, Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, so we'll see. No, it's Kilauea. Maybe Mauna Kea is no longer active.
Kilauea's name means spewing in the Hawaiian language, and in mythology is the home of Pele, the goddess of fire, lightning, wind, and volcanoes. Was that your sister's name, Kilauea? No, it's Kia. Oh.
Congratulations to our winners. Go ahead, Anna.
Winners are Schwolfenstein, 3rd place with 2,010. 2nd place, Ruby from Boston with 2468. And then 1st place, Greg Weaver, 2689.
Congratulations, Craig Weaver. What a streak. Just here in the last 3 weeks, a first, a second, and a first. So congratulations, Ruby from Boston. Always in the mix. 2nd place, silver with 2468. So yeah, 221 point win for Greg. Schwolfenstein, 2010. Let's start at the 3 people with no points.
We had Leela in 15th. Paul E., Jeff Cook's biggest fan. Oh, they were doing so great.
But now down to 0. They must have lost it all on the final question.
12th place, WWE AJ Lee, Astro, and CM Punk rounding out the bottom.
Well, they all went for broke.
They did. Very, very proud of you. Go big or go home. Let's see. Number 9, Dar. Dennis Weaver came in 8th. Ebony came in 7th.
We only do the top 5 make the book. So Corey with 1065 gets in. Go ahead.
I was going to say Diane in 6th place, and then top 5 is Corey, followed by, it changed too quickly. So I
Tin
couldn't see
Man,
it. There you go.
Schwolfenstein, Ruby from Boston, and Greg Weaver. Nicely done. CM, what did you rolled your chips the last question?
Yes, I didn't know the answer on my zone.
Dexterity doomed you.
Sean can even confirm. I said, it was C. And I did
Sean is nodding his head in the affirmative. So, all right,
dexterity.
we'll put an asterisk next to that 0. Dexterity, blame it on dexterity. Who's this Dar? Maybe that's short for Darlene or something. We always try to figure out who these players are, where they're from. I know Ruby from Boston really is from Boston. Tin Man's from Connecticut. So we have players from all over the universe. No? Okay. Maybe, but Artemis, maybe they're playing on Artemis even as we speak.
That's true. We could potentially
I don't know, I
have
think the
an
latency would be pretty bad.
intergalactic traveler
They're
playing
trying
on
to
our
play
team.
Artemis.
Yeah, wouldn't
That
that
would
be
be
something?
very cool.
All right, well, Greg, can you be with us next week?
I believe I got a board meeting, which reminds me.
All
I
right,
need
well, that
to-
doesn't stop you. You had all the balls in the air, they never came down. You won again,
Yeah,
convincingly. Well, yeah, of course, if you have to be more, if you have to give your full attention to the board meeting, we'll understand. It's like having one hand tied behind your back, so, but if you can't play, we'll understand. Corey, you'll be here with us next week?
Absolutely.
CM, Anna, that's the plan? Okay. Sean, Jordan as well? And I'll be here too. So, parting thoughts,
Good
shout
game.
outs, good
Going out
game
to
by
Celtic
all.
Fest.
Yeah,
Don't see me,
nicely
'cause I'll be
done.
Pulling all-night guard duty.
What?
Said, come on out to Celtic Fest. Won't
Yeah,
see
come on
me
out to
there, 'cause
Celtic
I'll be
Fest.
Pull the guard duty. So
Sounds
I'll be
good.
there all night Friday night.
Beautiful. All right, you hear that? Get up to Dillsburg. It's right off of 15. There's parking.
Can't miss it.
Can you park
All over town.
all
Yeah,
over
pretty much
town
all-
and walk to the event, correct? Just follow the crowd to the Celtic Fest. So, well, thanks again to Jordan and Sean for all they do. And Anna, thank you for another splendid job.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And thanks to all of you for tuning in. Until next Tuesday night, this is Live Trivia. Good night, everybody. All right, thanks, Greg.